All right, welcome back to Diversified Diecast. Got a little treat for everybody tonight who likes the moon eyes. I uh I had a large collection of VW magazines that I had for quite some time, and I tried to sell them, tried to trade them. Got a few of those gone, but I still had two large totes full. They were all cleaned and bagged and sealed up. They were anywhere from 86 to 2008 VW Trends and hot VWs and dune buggies. Um, I've been trying to get rid of them for a while, and I threw a post up on Marketplace and actually had somebody inquire about them, and it was just basically one lot. Well, then I explained to the one person who inquired first that I had a lot more, and they were interested, and I had put on there, trade for diecast, and we got to talking and exchanging messages, and this is what we come up with. He's a VW guy. He's got a nice collection of very nice magazines that I have some real separation anxiety of getting rid of. But nonetheless, this takes up a lot less space. A lot of the stuff in here I haven't seen before. A lot of posts, and I mean, I'm sure it's fairly common, but I track diecast quite a bit, and there's some things in here I just haven't seen. So there's some real treats. I won't keep everything. There are going to be some things I put up for trade or giveaways. This is going to go to a buddy of mine down south, probably with some other things in here. I don't really collect anything prior to 1950. I am probably going to keep that Mercury though, because it's close enough, and that's a very iconic casting, and I love that car. It's just so different. I literally unboxed these things. He had them all wrapped up in paper towels, and I just kind of unboxed it off camera. And all I did, for the most part, was give them a quick glance, and I wiped them off with a makeup brush. And there's a little bit of everything here. Some Hot Wheels. There's one or two Matchbox. A handful of M2 machines. Quite a few Hot Wheels premiums. Um, there's a couple racing champions. Um, one little transport. Obviously, the M2 haulers. Again, I was very happy to get this. It's actually better than I expected because the few pictures I got were inside a display case, and it was kind of hard to make heads or tails of what was in there. I knew there was some more premium stuff, if you will, but I don't remember seeing the trucks. That was a nice surprise. This Matchbox truck is actually pretty cool too. But what I'll do tonight is I'll put the camera in front of me. I won't do a turntable. We'll do a quick run through of them and check out what I got, and just kind of go over them, give everybody a little change of pace, and check these things out. Again, I'm very very happy always to get anything Volkswagen. The coffee racers, I have the yellow one already. This guy here, I believe, but I don't have the Zamac finish one. I don't have the black one either, which I have now. And again, like I said, I won't keep everything in here. There's a few that are going to go, anything pre-1950, if you will. This one here, a couple others, but I can get into that off camera. So let me pause the camera real quick. My help's over there taking care of business, getting everybody shut down for the night, and trying to get everything settled down. And we'll get a good look at everything on the Moon Eyes little lot that I picked up. And I mean, I've literally had this thing maybe 4 hours. I drove after work today down the road. He came a lot further than I did because he wanted to go ahead and get the deal done, and got it all out and got it cleaned up for everybody to see. So give me just a second. I'll pause the camera, and we'll get the camera situated, and we'll go through them. All right. Full disclosure: there will be a few of them that will be out of the frame of the camera, and I'm very sorry for the clutter and the mess back here. But I use this desk for this and work and gunsmithing, if you will, and all the other associated trades that I do in my free time, and I also share the office space with Mama right now. But we'll dive right in. The bonus car was a Jegs car. This is a Hot Wheels 49 Drag Merc. This will probably go to a buddy of mine. We used to live inside of a Jegs catalog. Again, I'm just not crazy about this casting, and he's a big Jegs fan, so this one will go to him. I'll put that off to the side. First up, I'd never seen this thing. I'm assuming it's a Hot Wheels Premium, being the way it's made and shaped. And this thing is, couldn't even tell you, but some kind of Dodge Vanish, like crazy goofball looking twin scooped open header out the side. It's neat. I almost, consider keeping it, but this one's just a little out of my element. I really do want licensed casting. And this is a nice one, but it's just, I think someone else will appreciate it beyond me. So there's that one. I'm going to try to keep up with these things. We opened this one up on, not this one, but one just like this a few videos ago. It's the Cool Combi. I think these are from 2023, if I remember right. So I already have this one. This will go to a buddy of mine down south unless somebody else wants it, or if he doesn't want it, it'll go on the trade pile or, give away to somebody as a freebie for whatever. Hot Wheels Premium, I'm assuming. Don't know when the release is. Pretty neat is they have the flames on here so thick they almost look embossed. Really cool. I like this casting because it sits real low on the ground. I have that Porsche repair van we opened up, or I think I showed it on my desk scan. I'm not sure if I opened it up or not on video, but really cool casting. Good rendition of the bust. It's on the ground in the weeds. All right, this is a real treat. Like I said, the trucks. This is a M2, I believe. It says this is a 69 F100. So, what they call this, a bump side. I think this thing has a, yeah, a little V8 under there. Nice detail. M2 does a pretty good job on some of these. My grandfather had this year model. It was a 200 though, camper shell. Not the last one he owned, but one of the last ones he owned. I think he actually had this one, man, when I was probably 5 or younger. And then later on, he had a, I think it was a 77 or 78 F-150 camper special. Both of them are camper specials. And the very last one he had before he passed in 94 was an 84 or 5 bullnose 6-cylinder. He loved them Fords, man. Wouldn't catch him in anything else. But every time I see one of these, I think of the early childhood days. This one has open doors. This must have been a cube truck, or it may have been a hauler. Not real sure. Open doors both sides. This rail's loose. I noticed this. I have to get the little toothpick out with some glue. Very nice. Definitely keeping this one. I don't have this casting at all, if I'm being honest. Standard Hot Wheels. Funny car. I think it's, yeah, Camaro. It's a from 10 Pro Stock Camaro. I had these on cards and loose from a big trade I got a while back. Some like this, they got traded off long ago. And again, these will be gifts to the buddy down south or someone else. All right. Tri-5 Chevy 55. Got a little 327 in there. See if we can get the hood open and take a look at it. Oh, yeah. Nothing fancy. Factory special. Come on now. Cooperate. See? Just slam it. All right, we'll mess with that later. This is the M2 machine. See the cast line on there. 55, 210, Sniper Bel Air. That's cool. It's got open doors. This was probably a cube car as well. Or it may have been a hauler. I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me. I'm sure the numbers are on here somewhere. Fat tires in the back. Love the old Kragers. It's a good look on these cars. Nice lenses. Very nice. I'll probably keep this one too. Pops love the 55 Chevrolets. Okay, little double die cast custom Beetle. I have one of these in the garage. Um, couldn't tell you when this one's from, but you know me and Stinger pipes, gotta have it. I just like this casting in general. Not a full premium, obviously, because there's no rubber tires, but the livery on it's pretty cool for Moon. Open ragtop, go with Moon. All right, now I think we're at this Dodge van 77. Custom Dodge van. I don't even think I have this casting period from Hot Wheels. What kind of Easter egg we got in here? That may have too much light. I see 4 captain's chairs. I think this is the one that has scuba tanks in the back. Yeah. Oh, this is the same casting as the Surf's Up. So I do have this casting. Buddy of mine got me the Surf's Up when he got me the Volkswagen Caddy. That's where we had seen this before. So probably keep this one too. I like the vans. Volkswagen Beetle truck. I can't remember what they call this thing. It's a 49 Volkswagen Beetle pickup. Hollows mainline. Got a little jerry can in the back. Moon eyes on the hood. No tampos. I do have this one, that VW series. The one that has the blue patina on it. Really like it. Obviously, I'll keep this one too. Go good in the VW collection. All right. This was a big womp womp. I mean, you can't have a bird with no wings, right? They can't fly. But I may be able to find a donor wing, or I can get somebody a 3D printer one, or I don't know. I have not seen this car anywhere. And again, I'm not sure if this is a cube car or one that came from a hauler or what, but I love the Superbirds. I love the Daytonas, and this was no exception. And I think I mashed this hood down earlier because it wasn't wanting to shut right. But pretty nice detail in there. See the old bumps on the valve covers for the hemispherical. See, doesn't really shut and see right, but that's why I just kind of mashed it shut. Again, very nice. It has moon eyes on the license plate. Little chrome tippage there. 69 Charger Daytona. Again, opening doors, probably a cube car or a hauler. It definitely wasn't one on one of those cards like auto drivers. There's the hood, the roof. Not bad. Good livery on that car. A lot of detail. Okay, 49 Merc. This is a M2 machine as well. Very beautiful car. Like a flat matte metallic. Again, I opened the hood on a few of these cars just to check them out. This must have been an auto driver. Even though it has a die-cast base, it just has that look and feel. And if it doesn't have an opening hood, that thing is sealed shut. So, moon equipped, moon eyes on the plate. Flames are awesome on this thing. Just nailed it. Beautiful casting. Something different too. You know, they could have done this thing up in black or yellow, but I like the fact that they kept a different color. Do something different. Okay, another Hot Wheels. I think it's the 49 or 48 Chevrolet, 47 Chevrolet Fleet Line. I got the black and yellow one, and this one I have both here. Again, I had these a while back and traded them off because I was trying to stick to everything 1950 and above. Probably do the same thing. These are really nice cars from mainlines, but just not really my thing. Flat black paint, a little Goodyear livery on there as well. Some decent detail for a mainline on the undercarriage. These cars are pretty popular. Every time I see them on auctions, they get bid on $3, $4, $5, and they'll go. 57 Chevrolet Nomad, I'm assuming. Sedan delivery, more or less. Nice change of pace in white. Got the old moon discs on there, very fitting. Go with moon eyes plate. Got the cool moon decal on there. This one's got a little bit of wear on it. It's all right. Opening doors. Like I said, probably a cube car. This one's an inline. I'm not sure what size 600 that is, but that's also pretty cool too. Most of the time you'd see them with like a Nomad have a V8 in it. And on the roof. There's the undercarriage again. All right. Chevelle wagon. Mainline. Hot Wheels. So the detail on the livery is not quite as good as some of the more premium cars, but that's all right. Still a cool casting. These might go to a buddy of mine who's a big Chevelle nut if he wants them. If he doesn't want them, I'll hang on to them for a little while and give them to someone who may want them more than me. I'm not just stuck like glue on this casting. I like Chevelles, I like the wagons, but not really my thing. Okay, I think this is what is this, Ford? Yeah. Oh, sorry, Dodge A100. I should know that. I always get them confused. They look so similar from the side until you see the headlights. Nothing on the roof. Real nice livery on this one. This is an M2. Moon equipped. Got the Dodge emblem on the back there. All right, here's another one that I was kind of surprised that I got because I did not see it in the case. And I believe this one is I'm assuming that's an old Giant Lightning, Plain Manus. Looks like an old, what is that, International? Of course, it doesn't say down here, even though it should. Yeah, there you go. Johnny Lightning. Very, very, very small. Plastic box. Really cool, though. I mean, I don't collect the big trucks or anything, so this one will definitely go to somebody else that wants it more than me. But I haven't seen one of these. I looked at a lot of older Giant Lightnings, and I've just never seen it. So, very cool. I didn't see if the back door opened up, but I don't think it does. I don't want to break anything on camera. But pretty detailed for an earlier Giant Lightning. I'm assuming this is probably from, I don't know, '04 to 2008, something like that. Another Chevelle wagon in the flat dark gray, black primer. Hot Wheels, mainline. Tempo and livery on here is a little better than the yellow car by far. If I had to keep one, it'd definitely be this one. I think it's a better looking car than the other one. All right, where are we at? Let's work our way to the back. This guy's the Ford. Another M2, 65 Ford Econoline. Nice metallic yellow. I love this livery. Just it's that cursive, and they incorporate the moon eyes actually in the call out there. We love the good old USA. This right here is a nice touch too. I've only seen that a handful of times on cars, on race livery, if you will. Really nice. Nothing on the roof. Beautiful paint though. Definitely keeping this one for sure. Because I collect this casting and the Dodge. I've got the bootleggers, from M2s. I got the Pez. It's a Dodge as well. I got probably 15 of those from them too. I think this is a GMC. Might be a Chevrolet. Can't remember. Another M2. This is a 58 Apache. Twin headlight. This is probably a Q truck. Really nice weight on this one. Let's see what's under the hood. Oh yeah, what happened there? Looks like somebody forgot to paint the resin. I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming that's like a 265 V8 or something in that neighborhood. 283, maybe a little early for that motor. Really nice truck. This thing is super detailed. This one has open doors as well, but they're a little tough to open. Oh God, paint it black. That is not white. Shot at the undercarriage. Back to basics. Another 47 Chevy Fleetline, mainline. Cool look on these cars. They got the visor and the fender skirts and all that. I mean, I like these cars. You know, who doesn't, right? It don't get no more gangster than that, man. From this time period, you know, you roll around the 60s, early 70s, boom, 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 boom. I mean, this is the car you wanted, but they're not really my style. Got some light paint bleeding through there. All right, this is the cool combi. I definitely haven't seen. It's Surf Shop, Moon Eyes. Very, very cool. Um, this one I did not see in the cabinet, so it was a nice surprise when I rolled it out of the paper towels he had them wrapped up in. And Hot Wheels cool combi. And this guy here, believe it or not, it looks like an old Racing Champions, like from here. But it's a Hot Wheels. 41 Willis coupe. Drag car, no doubt. It's nice. I mean, I like these cars. A second and third cousin of mine, he had a 40 that was really done up. And I rode in that car when I was probably 7. You know, it had a big blower on it and everything. And it was I think it was a big block. That thing was terrifying, man. So every time I see a 40 or 41 Willis coupe, you know, I think of him and that memory from my childhood. But again, prior to 1950, it's got to go. Oh, look at there. Isn't that nice? Look at that. Snaps into place. Just notice that. Very cool. So it says this casting was from, let's see, it doesn't say. Someone shed some light on these. We have to do a little research, a little wiki fandom. But that's a really cool feature. Makes it nice so you can fold it up out of the way for a display or in storage. But when it's out on the town, ready to go down the strip, you put the business sticks out there. Cool. See? Look what we learn on camera. All right, this guy is some kind of rendition of a custom Ford Roadster. And I noticed this when I was handling it earlier. And this is oh, it's so fast. Castings from 2000. Couldn't even remotely tell you when this was released. I noticed this thing was kind of not wanting to sit right, but again, this one's not really my style. I don't do anything from the 30s. They're cool. I appreciate them, but I don't collect them in diecast. Do another shot of that. All right, another custom Beetle. This one's double diecast. I'm assuming this is I mean, a Zamac, maybe. I don't have it. I like the yellow tinted glass. That's a cool touch. So I got two new custom Beetles. I think there's maybe one more in here somewhere, but okay. Now we are black funny car Camaro, same as the yellow one. A big old paint boo boo right there on the right rear fender well. Yellow tinted glass, black sand, if you will. Okay, as bad as it's gonna hurt me to say it, you know, people who know me and watch my videos, I do not do first gen Camaros, but this thing is rad, man. That hood scoop really takes you back to times long before I was in existence. You know, I mean, come on. What's not to love? Look at that. The striping on this car is really neat. This was probably a cute model. Opening doors. M2 machines. It's kind of weird they got it embossed on the bottom of the casting. I'm not sure how old this one is. And I don't know how to differentiate, you know, you figured the coating and all that stuff will be on the bottom of these castings, and it may be. Maybe I'm just not reading them right. Let's look at that real quick. So this one is 09 0171527OR 0R. Yeah, I don't know. That's the same exact thing. So be curious to find out whenever this one's from. I'll probably Google it later. But this thing is neat. I think I'll keep it. And somebody who's just like a big Camaro nut, you know, it'll go to them whenever they just beg me for it. But really cool. Very nice 69 Camaro. I'm assuming. Let's see. Yep, right there. Okay, well, this coupe, this is a early Johnny Lightning, I think, because of the wheels. This one, if I had to guess, is probably from 2002 or 3. I think in 03 or 4, they started going rubber wheels. But really cool car. I've got probably, I don't know, 20 or 30 that are from the mid late 90s, early 2000s that have these style of wheels, all different variants. I got a bunch of drag cars that are the tilt up, um, you know, pro stock funny car ish, whatever that class is, and a couple other, you know, cars and all different year models that are from this era. All right. Bone Shaker. I do not collect this casting. So if you're watching and you're a trade pal of mine and you want it, if Down South doesn't want it, let me know. Hit me up on Facebook. I have this one and the gray one. These things are cool. I like them. You know, I know it's a very collectible casting to a lot of people. It's just not my thing, if I'm being honest. This guy here, Hot Wheels Mainline. What is this thing? Looks like a 36, 7, 8 Chevrolet, maybe. Little moon eyes on the hood, nothing on the roof. What else we got? Got some holly. Got the old Thunder Chicken. Bell helmets is barely recognizable on there. All right, definitely keeping this one. This is a Hot Wheels mainline Charger 69. I got several mainlines in this casting. Couldn't tell when this release is from. The other color variant, of the Volkswagen Beetle pickup, 1949. Jerry can in the back. Not sure which one I like more. That yellow one's pretty cool, but this gray one might be better. Okay, where am I? Done here. Let's pan over just a touch. All right, is that better, y'all? Okay. I thought this was a licensed casting, like a mid '50s Ford, and it may very well be, but they call it the 8 crate. I'm assuming that's because it's got a V8 in the back. Look at that big daddy. That's cool. Glossy stack sticking through the roof. Oh man, gotta love Hot Wheels. This is pretty cool. I don't know if I'll keep it because it is something different. And I like the wagons. I'm not huge into the Ford wagons. I'd rather have something else, but this is pretty cool. Somebody who wants it. If down south doesn't want it, it'll go to them. Draw a line with the cars. This thing is really neat. It's one of them old, I guess, some kind of Bonneville, Saltville, or Salt Flats racers. It's got a little, and it's a Hot Wheels mainline, believe it or not. Look at them wheels. Dead giveaway. This is the Lakester twin engine. It comes off too, pretty easy. It came off earlier when I was fumbling around with it, getting it clean with a makeup brush. But really cool livery, something different. Like I said, not really my thing, but it goes with all the Moon Eyes. I definitely had never seen this truck. It's a Matchbox mainline. Couldn't tell you where he acquired this thing from. Not sure if it was a single or maybe a Moon Eyes pack or whatever, but this is definitely this is one of the better looking trucks from the '50s, even over a Chevrolet, in my opinion. And it was definitely built and built and built and customized, throughout the last 5 decades. Nice, simple, plain. Gets a statement across. Probably could have put some Moon Eyes on the hood or on the tailgate or something, but still, I haven't seen one. Coffer Racer, Volkswagen. I do not have this one. I was very glad to get it, along with the black one. Like I said, I think I have the yellow one. Looks like it's new. All right. Nice little treat here. This is a old Skyline. One broken mirror. M2 machines. Pretty cool. Livery on this car is really, really works. Rest of it's all there. I almost broke this mirror off so it matched, but at least you got a driver's mirror. Okay, Hot Wheels Premium. I'm assuming rubber tires, double die cast. This is, I'm assuming it's a custom Beetle. I'm not sure what they call this one in the premium line. It's a pretty good match pair for the bus. Black Copper Racer. Definitely probably my favorite. That Zamac one is pretty nice too. This one here just it hits the high notes. And Hot Wheels mainline. Not crazy about the yellow pipes at the back, but hey, whatever. Here's the one I already have. All right, the team transport. I was really, really glad to get this one. I did see it. Every time I see it listed, it's 25, $30 in the package. I think this thing's just a doll. Let's see what year they call this one. Classic book. We don't get the rest. Really nice detail on this one. Rubber tires. Same thing for the T2. T1, sorry. I like the fact they put these tilt beds on. It's a nice feature. Uh, they make one like this, I think, in a Porsche. It's got a Porsche on the back. But this one's very cool. I've been wanting to get that one for a while. And it would be loose for me anyway. The Team Transports, basically since I bought them, they've been. It was probably one of the first things I opened up besides a regular mainline. Again, this is another Hot Wheels, which I swear it was a Racing Champions or a Johnny Lightning or something. But these are really cool. 502-inch big block. And this is a real hard toss up. I'm not sure which one I like more. I won't keep these, but I thought I liked the green one more. But now that I checked the yellow one out, I think I like it better. Again, it's got the folding wheelie bar, little attribute there. Ooh, very nice. And look at the detail on this thing. Hot Rod Magazine, Holly Carbs, Edelbrock, intakes, carbs, and accessories, or shifters, champion plugs, belt helmets, Goodyear, number 30. Sweet. Love it. All right, we got 4 more little ones. This one was on a card. I cracked it open because it was in terrible shape. This is a 50 something, 56 Ford panel. Again, I've never seen this one either. Flat red. I was body shop. Obviously, they're based out of El Segundo. Who remembers these air cleaners? Huh? Tunnel ram, blower, it don't matter. That was always like scribed and grooved, polished aluminum. That really takes you back, you know? This thing needs to go vroom, vroom, vroom. Yeah, really cool. Straight out of Classic Trucks magazine, right there. Okay, Racing Champions. This thing is actually really neat. I don't collect Racing Champions at all. I know they, were pretty common and popular with the NASCAR stuff. Obviously, the NASCAR snobs turn a nose up at them. And what I don't like about them and the 164 diecast other cars is they're really out of scale. But this thing is really cool. Tilt up style funny car. Engine's actually very detailed. Not perfect, but nice little surprise for someone who's into this. And it's fairly detailed. I mean, look at the back of this thing. It ain't 100%, but someone would love to have it. Jim Dunn Racing. Center line wheels. I did notice this thing had a big old, let's call that a drag wrinkle. That's very fitting. But it's got a little boo-boo on the tire there. It's got a couple little flea bites all over it. Little nicks and dings here and there. But, hey, it's okay. Someone will want it more than me. That looks like what was that Dodge car? The Avenger? Is that what that is? Dodge Avenger? Of course, they ain't going to tell us. And the other one I have, I think, is a Racing Champions. Just like it, but I couldn't get it to tilt up. See, that one's got a rivet in the front of it. Oh, they drilled her out, Brussels sprout. That's what happened. Oh, nope. Yeah, it's in there. Same thing. It's just the other variant. Go with Moon. Mac Tools. This is a Firebird, obviously. So it's not the same one. Slightly different. Al Hoffman's the driver of this one. Let's see who the driver was on this one. Oh, Kenji Okazaki. All right, the other mainline Pro Stock Camaro. I haven't owned this one yet, but again, it'll not stay with me. Kind of a cool variant, though. Got the destroyer battleship, or destroyer slash battleship slash grout slash dolphin, whatever you want to call this color. Destroyer gray. Okay, Hot Wheels. I'm assuming this is a mainline. Pretty cool. I don't do the bikes, but hey, I'm not even sure what that is. Couldn't tell you. All right. I won't put the 124 scale up there very close, but M2 Machines, 1960 VW bus. I don't know. I don't have any of these, and I'm not going to keep it because I don't collect the scale. But if any of you had tried to roll any of these 124s that have this steering, it don't roll no good. No good. I mean, it ain't remotely straight. It'll roll about 3 inches, and then it starts to death wobble. But these things are pretty detailed. They got nice weight to them. This one doesn't have opening doors or parts, but dead skeeter back there. Poor guy. Okay, and I got the haulers, and I'm really debating on. I need to get rid of them. I want to keep them, but I'm pretty particular about the haulers I keep because they take up a lot of space. I only own like 5 or 6 now. One's a Chase, and these will probably get gone. But this is a M2 Machines Model R78 2024 release 25. And it's a 74 Dodge truck, ramp truck, and Funny Car Challenger, 71 model. As bad as I'd love to keep this, because me and Mopars, we got a thing. But yeah, the hauler is just nah. I try to only do like the 4-wheel drive pickup, whatever's up here, and or like a heavy duty, and it has to be a car in tow that I like. This one is really not too far from that, but someone else would really want this thing more than me, so it'll be up for grabs. And as much as I'd love to keep this one, it's going to kind of be in the same boat because I'll want to jerk these things out. And that little wrecker right there is very hard to store. It needs to go on display. So they're all 1960s. Single cab. They call this a canvas truck, and obviously a tow truck. Model R81, release 34 from 2024. I don't remember seeing these on the shelves. I'm sure they're everywhere, and somebody can probably comment to that. The wife said, "Oh yeah, I remember seeing those things. They're everywhere." I guess because I always look past a bunch of the haulers, I don't remember seeing them. I mean, honestly, I'll probably see them in every other Walmart I walk into now, but I just I don't remember seeing those like everywhere. So I don't know how rare they are. You know, are they uncommon? They're both 9,000 pieces produced worldwide. No Chase variants on either one of them. But again, they're going to have a new home. Someone else will have a better place and way to store them and display them than I do. So anyway, there you have it. Let me get y'all a little pan view of everything a little bit better. Try to capture it all, everything that comes to light tonight. So ran a little long, but I wanted to give y'all a good little peek at this little trade cap I got. Definitely a lot of stuff in here I'm going to keep. You know, some of the stuff's going to go on to someone else's collection to be appreciated and loved and enjoyed more than me. And again, that's it for tonight. I want to drop one. So you guys have something to watch tomorrow or mark it for later to watch for the week, you know, when the weekend comes around. But with that said, thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all's support. Again, we're slowly growing in the same bar graph fashion. And I appreciate all the likes and all the subscriptions and all that. And we will see y'all next time. Y'all have a good night. God bless.